by the barn where the stories grow, under the sun where the warm winds blow, a sanctuary where the hearts unite. Come join the love in the golden light. Love lives here where the open skies sing. Every soul finds a place to cling. Join us today, feel the warmth inside, in the Barnside Chat where the love won't hide. Whispers of care in the gentle breeze, laughter that dances among the trees. Every life matters, every heart's a flame. Together we gather, no one's the same. Love lives here where the open skies sing. Every soul finds a place to cling. Join us today, feel the warmth inside, in the Barnside Chat where the love won't hide. Skies sing, every soul finds a place to cling. Join us today, feel the warmth inside, in the Barnside Chat where the love won't hide.
Hello friends, hello, welcome. It's Monday again. Welcome to Heath's Barnside Chat. My name is Derek and we're here at Happily Ever Esther Farm Sanctuary located in Sheffield, Ontario, Canada. It's so good to see everybody again. Hello to Mary, hello to Deb. Who else have we got here? Hello to Paul and Brooke and Alyssa. It's so good to see you all today. Thank you for joining us. We have got a lot to talk about today. I'm your interspecies snack negotiator. I have to update my resume again. On today's Barnside Chat, we're going to talk about Sammy's rocket ship, the Great Pig Bucket. We're going to do some residence updates, some facilities updates, and then maybe we'll answer some questions from the Magic Rainbow Bag. It's always the program that we've got for you. We try to keep it the same every week, talking about everything that is happening at the farm, how the residents are doing. We had an amazing weekend here at the farm. Some of you might know that we were hosting the Great Pig Bucket parties, and this was our second one. The first one we held in August. This one was just yesterday, and then we've got another one coming up in October. But wowzers, what a reaction we've been having to these bucket parties. We had oh no, that's not, well, that is actually us. That's us. We went out a few days ago to a local orchard called the appleorchard.ca, and we spent about an hour and a half there with the team, including Callie, and we picked about 12 bushels of apples, and that was for our Great Pig Bucket Party. We were able to pick 12 bushels of ginger gold apples, and a bushel's around 40 pounds each. So we had almost 500 pounds of apples for the apple party, and we were cutting apples all morning, getting ready for the scads of people that were coming. When I got up yesterday morning and I checked the registry to see how many people were coming, there were 83 people registered to come to the bucket party, and by the end of the day there was over 100 people that had showed up. It was an awesome day to see the vibe around the farm. It was a beautiful day and it was hot, but let me tell you, 100 excited people at the farm is just what we needed to boost spirits around here. And it was such a busy day. The residents were thrilled to see everybody, and you can see this great photo here. Just right down this hallway, we had about 100 people with buckets and cameras and enthusiasm. They came from all over the place for the bucket party. Here's a good photo. We do a group photo at the top of all of the tours, and not everybody has to partake in them, but we had 100 people. I was just blown away by the response, and we want to thank you all for coming out to support this amazing cause. This really takes a community to operate this place, and yeah, it was great to see some excitement and livelihood on the farm. So we had a great tour. That was, oh no, sorry, that's the wrong button. Oh, that's the wrong button too. I thought I had one for the next bucket tour. Our next bucket tour, and maybe the last bucket tour of the season, is in October, and we're going to throw a whole bunch of pumpkins. It's October the 19th, Sunday, October the 19th. You can register to come and visit, and then we did some tours, and you were also able to participate in, you know, if you didn't want to go on the tour and you just wanted to enjoy the grounds and walk around, we had lots of people doing that as well. But yeah, there's about 103 people that came, which outstanding. So thank you very much to everybody that came to visit. And if you didn't get to visit this past weekend, we hope that you'll join us for the next bucket tour on October the 19th. I don't know if I have any videos to show you of the weekend. We had lots of photos. The pigs were certainly impressed. I may have some time to put together a short video of this bucket tour, but altogether it was an awesome weekend, and we look forward to doing it again. We've got an auction coming up, and we're looking for donations of artwork. We're looking for artists, makers, and creators. We want to auction off your stuff to benefit the farm, and every year we do 2 auctions, and the auction coming up it's coming up fast, and the mailbox has had some wonderful additions to it, so thank you to anybody that has already sent along items to be auctioned off. And of course, if they're farm related or farmed animal related, I mean, that's definitely a bonus. But we're looking for handmade items. The deadline is coming up. It's next week, or maybe the end of this week, I believe, is the deadline for submissions. But don't let that discourage you. If you aren't going to be able to get your submission in time, we always have 2 auctions every single year. So if it doesn't make it in time for this auction, we'll definitely use it for the next auction, which will probably be in the springtime. But we've got quite a mound of stuff. There's art, there is stuff that's been knit, there's stuff that's been crocheted, there's stuff that's been quilted, handmade wooden items. It's looking like quite the lot of stuff that's going to come up, and we're going to raise a lot of money for the farm. Here's somebody that we need to raise money for every single day. Actually, there's 2 people here. I don't know if we can see them. Let me see. Oh yeah, there he is. Mr. George and Diablo. A lot of people have been asking how George and Diablo are doing since the loss of Angelo. And yeah, I mean, the dynamic has definitely changed for this duo, but they're doing okay. Where we notice the most amount of change with them is when we separate George and Diablo for their supplemental feedings. There tends to be a bit more anxiety right now, and having them across the hallway from each other, if they can't see each other, they call out for each other. So we try to keep them together all the time, or if they are going to be separated for their supplemental feeding, at least they're through a gate that they can see each other through, and that seems to cause a little bit less stress in their life. So we got some resident updates that we're going to cover. Andrea is away on holidays, and so the resident updates that we have to share with you are we've found some more teeth. Some pig teeth were found in the pig yard. There's 3 piggy molars. We have no idea whose these belong to. These are not the first teeth that we have found. Of course, if you've been following the story for some time, you know that Ray had some dental issues earlier in the year and had some dental surgery done, but this was a good find. 3 molars. We don't know who this is from, but everybody's showing up for dinner and everybody is eating and doing their thing, so hopefully that's not a further issue, but we got our eyes open for sure. Mr. Escalade is doing well with his crooked fly mask on. The flies have actually gotten a little bit better this past week, which is great. It's warming up this week too, so maybe the flies will be returning, but Mr. BJ here has got, Mr. Escalade has got on a fly mask that's kind of on crooked right now. BJ messes with Escalade's mask, so I think he's pulled it a little bit over there to the side, but BJ and Escalade are doing great. Another great update is our new goat residents. So this is Emma and Lorraine, and they have done an amazing job integrating into our current goat flock. There's been lots of different variations tried, but we are keeping our senior residents, Obama and Jeannie, separate from these guys right now because there was some animosity and some, more menace than we were expecting. So I think we've created a senior goat herd, and Catherine is stuck somewhere between the senior goat herd and the young goat herd. So we're trying them in different situations, but the new goats are working out well. Miss Abignolly, this is Abigail, and Abigail is inside. This is the piece of equipment that we use to trim their feet, and sometimes we use it for dental appointments or for drawing blood or for giving medicines. But Abigail was in the chute the other day getting their hooves trimmed, and we use peanut butter. We'll put it on the side of the thing so that keeps her busy. But every single day there's at least one health check that happens with the residents. Health checks are performed every 6 weeks. They're weighed, their feet are looked at, their mouths are looked at, their eyes are looked at. And actually yesterday during the tour, one of the tours came through and they were doing chicken healthcare checks just by fluke. The crew, the tour happened to cross them, so we were able to take in a healthcare check with some chickens. Oh, here's somebody that's not a chicken. Here's a beautiful Knoxley. And yeah, she's a beautiful girl. How are you, baby? She says, oh, I heard you talking so loud. And then at the end of the hall, we've got Braxton and Oksana. And then hanging out around the corner here, we got some sleeping pigs. There's Abigail and Jolene and Fiona and Phoenix. We're hanging out in the main barn. The row barn. I think there's 26 stalls in this barn, and some of the stalls have supplies in them. Some of the stalls are crossovers, meaning that they go around a certain herd. What else do we have to talk about healthcare related? Let's see what this picture is. Oh, there's a handsome pants. There's a new resident. This is Prince, and Prince is outside with his friends. We planted some trees in Prince's yard last weekend. Not this past weekend, but it's 2 weekends ago now, I guess. Got to plant some trees in their yards, and Prince is fitting in so well. He is one of the funniest birds, and I'm aligning him in similar personalities to Richard, and he has so much to say. And he has so much to show you, and he's got a really funny voice. He's excited all of the time to show you stuff. And man, I hope you get a chance to meet Prince and actually come and see some of his behaviors, because he is a friggin' hilarious bird. And yeah, Prince came with the 3 goats, you remember, maybe about 2 months ago they came. Okay, we did some resident updates. Now we're going to talk a little bit about facilities, see what's happening in the comment feed. I sometimes zone out and I don't look at the comment feed. Oh, you're working on a diamond art painting of a cow. Thank you, Brooke. We look forward to seeing that. Yeah, normally I've got 2 sets of eyes on the screen. Andrea and I can bang back and forth about what you guys are saying, so I'm just going to read through here and see if I've missed anything. We are good. So some facilities updates. It is never a dull week on farm as it relates to the gasoline and the diesel engines and the electric engines that keep this place going, and there are a lot of them. So that means there's always a piece of equipment that is giving us trouble or that is going to the shop or needing repair. Well, this week is no different than any other week. Last week you heard me talk about our tractor that would not start, and also our 0-turn lawnmower is having some sort of issues. It's always something. So cutting the grass is taking an extra long time right now with our smaller mowers. It's a real pain in the butt when the big equipment goes down, because we rely on it so much, and it's a time savings. If I'm going to mow with the big mower versus the small mower, I can pretty much do the entire property in about 6 hours. But if I have to use the small mower, we're talking about multiple days of cutting. So I'm not really super jazzed about the big lawnmower being down, but I mean, what are you supposed to do? You just got to roll with the punches. And every time I jump on a piece of equipment to start it, I'm like, is this going to start? Please start, please start. So yeah, unfortunately, 2 of our main pieces of equipment are down, and they're going to be trailered off the property sometime this week. We don't really know when they're coming to get them. And because it's harvest season here, all of the mechanics are pretty busy with the large equipment. So we've got to get in line, and we're going to get that tractor fixed, and we're going to get the zero turn fixed, and hopefully it's back on the property in short time. And of course, hopefully it doesn't cost that much money. Maintenance, there's always something to do. The equipment is always being blown out and washed, and filters are being changed. And here's Jacqueline giving this is our 4-wheel quad, giving it a power wash underneath, and it's got a box that lifts up on it, a dumper box, and sometimes like a whole bunch of, hay and wood chips and poop as well gets down the cracks and down and rests on the engine. So you have to open that stuff up and blow it off and wash it down. And I mean, that's all part of the maintenance here, and having a facilities team to do that means that the equipment is in as best of shape as it can be and ready to go. We use the quad, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 times a day. It's used for feeding the cows. It's used for feeding the horse and donkey, BJ and Escalade. They use it for mucking stalls. They use it for going down to get the mail. And my gosh, we're going to be putting the plow on it soon enough, because winter is being talked about in a pretty big way around here. Every week we have meetings with the various teams, and winter is for sure at the top of the list of things that we are talking about. Here's a question. How's Kevin doing? Kevin's doing great. Here is Kevin and Jacqueline. We use this big crazy carpet to move big large bales of hay in and out of the stalls. And the big bales of hay, they're like, they're several hundred pounds, and so we use that crazy carpet to move them around. Kevin's doing great. Yeah, he's off the beat right now in terms of when you'll see him on social media, but yeah, Kevin's team is hard at it, hard working every week. Kevin was here yesterday at the bucket party, partaking as a participant with some family members, and they were taking some, they have a really neat 360 camera, so I'm looking forward to seeing that footage, and we can share that with you all about the apple party. Yeah, Kevin's doing great, Jacqueline's doing great, working hard as always. In the background we can hear, there's Noxley still chatting, and I can also hear the grinder, the hoof grinding machine. I don't know whose hooves they're doing right now, but this sound in the background is always music to my ears, and that means that the residents are getting exactly what they need, getting flat, nice hoof trim. Keeping the hooves trimmed flat and back nice and short helps with so many things. It means we'll have less cracks. It also means that they'll have even weight distribution on the ground. Because if the hooves get too long and they start pointing different ways, it puts stress on different bones and wear on different bones. And so tidy hooves is always a plus. It's such an integral part of everything that they do here. Starts with foot maintenance. I mean, I'm sure some of you at home have had problems with your feet, and man, it just makes getting around so much more, much more difficult, and everything is difficult when you have sore feet. So good, healthy feet here is, that's the gold level of care that we are able to give the residents. Every 6 weeks they get their hooves looked at, and there's a lot of hoof maintenance that goes on here. The feed truck was here the other day as well, replenishing back our pig feed. We're back to our recipe of good pig food that we have, and we went and looked at a couple of silos, and we've got it narrowed down to the silo that we're going to be purchasing and just working on the transport of it. It's in a city called King City, which is about an hour and a half from the farm. So we're working on getting that picked up, and we'll keep you up to date on the silo installation, and then we'll be able to fill it up with pig food. This order of pig food that came this time was all delivered in bags like we normally get it, but the next pig feed delivery that we get will be It will be delivered in a big truck where they're going to blow the feed through a tube. They're going to take a long hose and it's going to go and connect up to the silo, and then they'll blow the feed with air up in and fill the silo, and we won't have the bags to deal with. And whenever we need to fill up our containers, it's just a matter of flipping a switch and the auger will start to turn and it will dump fresh feed into our bin. So that's all thanks to you that we're able to have this safe feed storage with the silo, and we don't have to go through the rigmarole of going way down to where the facility's south building was. So that's coming. These changes are all coming thanks to you and your donations and your monthly support, and by you making comments here in the comment feed and by sharing the stories. Let's see. Oh, I've got a question here. Do the pig hooves get moisturized? Yes, Terry, absolutely. There's a couple of different conditioners that they can use, and it smells quite good actually, the conditioner that they put on it, and it's oily and it's quite thick. It's not quite as thick as Vaseline, but not much. There's not much difference between the Vaseline and this stuff. And they'll put that on the coronary bands all across the hoof and nail, and even on the bottoms, to make sure that the pads of the hooves are pliable and soft. They shouldn't be hard. They should be nice and spongy. So yeah, we do absolutely put moisturizer on their feet and on their hooves. What other facilities updates do I have to share with you? Kevin and a volunteer, PJ, they went to the local farm show, which was being held in Woodstock this past week, and they got a chance to go see all of the vendors that, if you're wondering what a farm show is, well, they sell big tractors, and it's where all of the dealerships of different businesses that support farms go, and they try to drum up business. So this red thing here that we're looking at, that's a fan, and we were looking at some ventilation options for the arena. The Wonder Arena is our biggest space, and the airflow in there can be difficult to manage on days where there's not much wind. When there's a nice breeze going through and you can open up the big roll-up doors and the various doors that are on the arena, but on hot days where there's not much air movement, I mean, man, it is pretty sticky in there. And we have got lots of smaller fan units, like ones that you can put on the floor, and fans that are mounted on the wall that we put up. But we are looking for some of these fans. They're called Big Ass Fans, and that's the name of the company, Big Ass Fans. That's the brand name of them. There was another brand of fans that they were looking at. I can't remember them, but some of these fans are like 24 feet wide. Like they are, I mean, this is 6 feet. My arm is 6 feet, so my arm span times 4, and these 24 feet fan blades are what are going to be needed in the arena in order to push that air around. And so they were looking at a couple of different scenarios and trying to cost it out, what it would be. And then there was also some fan units that they were looking at that are wall mounted, that bring fresh air from outside in, or that blow the air from the inside out. So depending on which way the blades are rotating, it will either suck air or it will blow air, and that should help out a whole lot. But these are some things that, these are just dreams. We don't have any plans of buying these big ass fans. We're just trying to figure out what it's gonna cost, when we need it the most, how long it's gonna take to install. And then of course there's the everlasting question of, do we have enough power to operate these fans? So anyways, Kevin and PJ got to go to the farm show and got to see all of the latest toys and tractors and accoutrements, and got to dream a little bit. So yeah, we're always looking for ideas to increase, to make it better here for the residents, and also more comfortable. And who knows, it might help with the hydro bill if we're able to unplug 10 of our smaller fans and just have 3 of these larger fans going. I don't know. It might be an even trade-off, but it is something that we're looking at doing, is increasing the airflow in the arena. And yeah, we'll keep you updated on that. Oh, that music can only mean one thing, and that it's time for the Sanctuary Weather Report with Diablo and George. All right, guys, what do you think? It's pretty nice outside today, isn't it? Cool nights, really warm, hot days. Here's the actual temperature outside right now. We're at about 22 degrees. It's sunny, and it's gonna be going up to 27 this week, which is warm. Summer is not quite over. We got one more, I think we got one more week of summer left. Yeah, one more week, because it is solstice. There's a solstice event happening this Monday. So it's the first day of fall. 1 week. We got 1 week of summer left, and it looks like it's going to be a nice one. 27, 19, 16. Nights are still cool, which is great for nice evening sleeps. And fall is setting in. The trees, the leaves are changing. The red maples, the leaves are all red. And of course, the leaves are starting to fall. The sunsets are beautiful right now with this northern, the way the winds are blowing and the way that the sun sets, it is setting up some beautiful sunsets. Last night, I didn't get a chance to see it, but the Aurora Borealis was out in full force last night, and I got to see people's pictures of it this morning. Did you get to see the Aurora Borealis last night? Let me know in the comment feed if you got a chance. That's the northern lights, right? And even in the city of Toronto, where the lights, like the city lights, were bright, they were still able to see the northern lights, which was amazing. So I hope you got a chance to see it. I've only seen the northern lights once before, and that was here on this property. And Kevin was here and had his telescope all set up, and we were able to view. Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was like there was purples and greens and some shots of yellow that came up through the sky. But yeah, we missed out on that last night, but who knows? You never know when these things are coming up and when they're going to happen and how long they are. But yeah, Nana, hello, Nana. It's good to see you. Hello to Helen. Nana, did you see the northern lights last night? Nana lives in Finland, so they might have had a chance to see more northern lights than we had a chance to here. Okay, friends. It's time for the Magic Rainbow Bag. If you have a question that you would like answered, all you have to do is put it in the comment feed below. You can email us. Oh my gosh, the jingle. What's in the bag? The Magic Rainbow Bag. That song is in my head way too much. Okay, if you have any questions that you would like answered, please put them in the comment feed below. Let me see if I can see any questions that is going on. Here's a question. Helen wants to know, how's Kevin doing? He's doing really good. Yeah, Kevin's doing awesome. His team is very busy. We'll see if we can get Kevin on to do an update. I know you all miss Kevin. Andrea's on holidays. No questions. That's a comment. No questions. No questions. No questions. I'm scrolling through my comment feed right now. I'm sorry about that. Not too many questions. Big ass fans. Yeah, I know, right? It's a perfect brand name, but that's the way they go, and I will remember that. And their logo, I believe, is a donkey. Go figure. Yeah. No questions for the Magic Rainbow Bag. That's fair. That's okay. That means we're keeping you up to date on all of your questions that you have. But if you were nervous to put your question in the comment feed below, you can email us at info@happilyeverester.ca, or you can private message the Facebook page where you are right now. And we'll get that and we'll put it up on the screen and we'll get your questions answered next week. Okay, wow, I can't believe it's 29 minutes into the program already, which means that we have done it. We have come to the end. We have come to the end of the program. It happened so fast, I can't believe it. Every week we gather here giving you the latest up to the minute news around the farm, how the residents are doing, how facilities are doing. And it's a place for us all to join every week and get together for the mission. It takes a community, and I'm so proud that you're here with us today. We have people from all around the world that gather every Monday to help out the mission, and we couldn't do this without your support. And I know it probably feels like I say this every week, but you know, it really is because of you that we're here and we're able to do the programming that we're able to do, and the residents that we're able to help out on a daily basis. Thank you so much for tuning into Barnside Chat. My name is Derek, and we'll see you next week. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Join us today, feel the warmth inside in the Barnside Chat.